Hello, my name's Michael Conneely, and this video and its accompanying blog are all about the upcoming full moon of the 31st of October 2020. And this full moon is exactly conjunct Uranus. It's in the sign of Vedic Aries. Uranus is the planet of revolution. This full moon of October the 31st is pure revolution energy. So what we each have to do is identify what revolution is needed in our life now. What revolution do you need to bring in now at this time? How can you bring it in? We each need to make the definition, take the action, and then if it's taken from a place of spiritual awareness, trust in the bigger picture. This is a key question. When it is time for revolution, we must become the revolutionary, or we lose our life force. Revolution has its place, but it mustn't be violent, unethical action. It must be spiritually aware and then robustly but ethically brought in. So you can see the Western and Vedic charts for this full moon on my October astrology page of my Star Wheel Astrology website. And you can have a look at the support pages on my Star Wheel Astrology website, which help you see the nature of the planet, the nature of the sign the planet's in, the house in your Vedic birth chart it's in, and very, very important, the effect of the Nakshatra the planet you're looking at is in. So okay, let's look first of all at the sign that this full moon conjunct Uranus occupies. Well, crucially, this full moon is in Vedic Aries. And Uranus is now retrograding in Vedic Aries until January 2021. Now, Uranus is full of raw, even violent action, especially when transiting Aries. Indeed, although this is an extreme example, the last time Uranus entered Vedic Aries, it brought in the energy of Hitler burning down the Reichstag and bringing in World War II. So that gives you an idea of the energy we're facing now. But it's not just a matter of the sign, we also have to notice the house in our birth chart that this full moon conjunct Uranus occupies. So you check out what area of your life is indicated by this house. So in my case, this is my 10th house of career, and it's actually on top of Rahu, my north node, which is the signifier of the karmic past life originating energy I have to take forward in this life. So that tells me instantly that there's a strong need for revolution. Full moon conjunct Uranus in Aries, and in my case it will centre into career considerations, and it'll also tie in with my incarnational life purpose. Why am I here? Because in Vedic astrology, well, it's orientated to our fate, our destiny, our incarnational life purpose, why we're here. And this full moon conjunct Uranus is right on top of Rahu, the forward direction of my life purpose this time in this incarnation. But we also have to notice the nakshatra that the planet we're studying falls in. Now this full moon conjunct Uranus actually falls in Bharani Nakshatra, the second nakshatra. The nakshatras are the wonderful, utterly wonderful 27 sign lunar zodiac of Vedic astrology. Each of them is a magnificent declaration of the energy of the stars within its portion of the heavens. And each of them makes a magnificent declaration of how that energy will define, our emotionally based consciousness, warts and all. And of course our task in this life is to up our spiritual awareness so that we perceive our egoic self and our destiny path from a place that is more aligned with the divine. But Bharani is, such a bullish energy, and yet so Venusian. So just listen to this. This full moon conjunct Uranus is in Bharani, where Bharani is ruled by Venus, the planet of desire and beauty, desire for beauty. But Bharani's ruling deity is Yama, the god of death. And of course, in a way, there is an association between desire for love and beauty and death. The god of death, the symbol for Bharani is the yoni or the vagina. But amazingly, to show the utter force of this combination of desire and beauty plus death plus sexuality, the power animal is the bull elephant. So I hope you get the drift of the energy of Bharani Nakshatra, and it is the context for this full moon conjunct Uranus. It tinges the qualities and energies of this full moon conjunct Uranus very considerably. And it's obviously big energy. It's obviously death and rebirth energy. In fact, what I would tell you is that you need to take action to bring in needed revolution in your life now, obviously in a considered and ethical way. And you may be already bringing in that needed change now. Certainly I can share that in my case, I am. Some weeks ago, I did a completely unexpected shamanic journey, which put me on a new path in a way of expressing myself, and told me that I absolutely must return to the creative writing of my novel that was suspended over the last 4 years or so because of emigrating to Ireland and 2 moves of house. But I've started rewriting my novel, and I feel so much stronger and calmer and full of authoritative creative expression as I'm writing it. It's wonderful. And in my wife Maggie Pashley's case, Maggie does many healing modalities online and face-to-face at the Sligo Wellness Healing Centre. And she has been moved to bring in revolution, particularly in the area of the hypnotherapy she does. She's developing stronger and more powerful hypnosis methods, going very deeply into these developments. And so this full moon will amplify and give authority and direction for her to progress and complete that work. What will it be for you? Now, actually, obviously, this is a time of supremely vast energies, and there's actually a timetable of how the present energies at the time of this full moon conjunct Uranus will unfold. To see that, go to the associated blog. The address for it is in the YouTube display. but they're actually huge. They involve a Saturn-Pluto conjunction, a Jupiter-Pluto conjunction, a Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. There's a definite timetable to all this. We will feel the effect of these conjunctions strongly. And of course, at the same time, at the very time of this full moon conjunct Uranus, Mars is in a horrible mess. Mars is retrograde in Vedic Pisces, the sign of his debilitation. So, depending on how sensitive you are to Mars and Pisces, well, there's horrible emotional disturbance and a difficulty taking clear, decisive action. See my separate video and blog all about the timetable of this very, very powerful and very difficult Mars transit, which lasts from the 20th of June 2020 until February next year, 2021. You need to be aware of what Mars is creating for you. And lastly, Neptune enters the mix. Neptune can be our guiding vision and our inspiration and our intuition, or it can be our illusions. Neptune is square the nodal axis at this time. Read the blog, examine your life, take the decision of revolution that you identify, or make extra special efforts to really implement and bring through the revolution you're already bringing in. You can contact me for an astrology reading. I'll be glad to support your work. The page where you subscribe for a reading is at the end of the blog post. It's the Star Wheel Astrology Buy page, and have a look at my wife Maggie Pashley's website, www.maggiepashley.com, because her healing modalities are very, very varied and could well be very helpful to you now, so that you maximize this crucial time. Thank you.